Hey YouTube. Today we'll be talking about my USP45 Elite and 45 ACP. First, the HK USP45 Elite is HK's accurized target model of their standard USP45. It's a double single action with a match trigger. And of course has HK's blacked out target sights. Get you a look at the trigger. It's got a trigger stop on it, so it doesn't go all the way back like on the standard trigger. Come on. Here. Stick the magazine out. So reset. This will go almost all the way out on single action mode. It's double action. It's heavy, but relatively consistent. This particular one also comes with the ambidextrous safety decocker, which I'm not a big fan of because it hits your hand. So I might eventually swap it out for one like on the regular USB45 where it's only on one side. I've also fitted this with a match weight from matchweight.com, which they make match weights for pretty much the entire HK line from the USP onwards, including for the Mark 23. And they make them in both steel and aluminum. This particular variant is the steel kind, so it makes it very front heavy, but it basically makes the recoil of this thing feel like you're shooting a 9mm, at least for me it does. But one thing I do have to warn you about these is I've only seen one instance of it, but a guy who said he was shooting with this particular weight, he got cracks around where the takedown pin is on his frame. And he said he was just shooting plain old 230 grain range 45 ACP. So I don't know if maybe he did something weird with his frame before he started using his weight, or maybe the recoil impulse was putting extra stress on the frame right here. I've only seen that one instance of it, so it might just be him, but I do not know, but I will keep track of this in case that does happen. And from what I heard, HK will not honor their warranties or anything like that if you use this, since it's not an HK approved part as far as I'm aware. Take it off so I can do the disassembly. I've already loosened it a bit, so it's not as tight as it once was. There you are. And that's what you see is a dolphin. Alright. As you can see, it's got a little bit longer sliding barrel. What are you doing wrong? A little bit tight. Pretty much standard. Oh, that's why the magazine. I'm a dum-dum. It's a standard USP45 frame, pretty much. Just plain old plastic. The only difference being that has the match kit in there. Got HK standard dual recoil spring, which they were doing before Glock started using it in their subcompacts, and they just eventually implemented it across their entire line of pistols. Got our barrel. And this is a rubber O-ring, which interfaces with the end of the barrel here to provide a little bit tighter, more consistent lockup. They use a similar system on the Mark 23. Look at the slide. They say these are hand fitted, but I'm not really 100% sure on that particular claim. It is a lot tighter fitting than the standard USP, though. So there's a little bit tighter tolerances to it. Okay, there you go. But I mostly blame another YouTuber, Life Size Potato, because he has a USP45, not USP45, but a USP9 Elite along with the Expert and the Match. I really want to get a Match, but they're very rare and they cost quite a bit of money. Anyone who's played Half-Life 2 knows what a USP Match is. So putting this back on. Some quality YouTube videos right here. Because you all know you come to YouTube to watch some tighten screws, right? Never over tighten these, just put them on tight enough to make it snug and then give it one extra little crank and it should be good. You don't need Loctite or make it super, super tight, just tight enough to keep it on. Don't want to crush the frame. That's one of the things I was warned about, is just not to over tighten too much, just to avoid crushing the polymer frame. And on the side note, because it's the same frame, the USP uses a proprietary frame for lights and lasers and whatnot, because the USP came out before the standard rail system you see on handguns today. In fact, supposedly the USP is the first handgun to come with a rail from the factory. And also why some people don't go with the USP is because of that rail. And HK, for whatever reason, will not update the USP frames. I guess maybe they just don't feel like investing in the new molds or whatnot. Or also because of other handguns, if they want the modern frame, you can get a P2000 or a P30. But it's not a big deal to me, although I do need to eventually get an adapter for the other USP because I have a light to put on it. And when I was looking for one of these, most of the ones kept saying they were California compliant with 10 round magazines, so I'm thinking HK mostly sells these in California for whatever reason. I guess because in California they can't get P30, so they get more in the USP and P2000 series, because I heard the P30 isn't on their roster. Any California viewers might want to correct me. But whenever I see stuff involving HK, usually it's USPs or P2000s for them. Of course, Florida doesn't have a stupid handgun roster, so we can get whatever we want, but it's just what I've been seeing when I was looking for one of these. Was all of them kept saying California compliant, California variant. This one's not, because it came with the standard 12 round magazines, which most USP45s have usually come with 10 rounders from what I've seen, not because of the California thing, but because they came out during the assault weapons ban. So the older ones usually come with 10 rounders, unless it's like a police trade-in or something like that, because my other USP45 came with one of these assault weapons ban era magazines. So you can get them with the regular magazines now, but almost all the times I see users, they come with the 10 rounders, although mine came with that particular magazine, so you gotta look out for that. It's also, the grip is very large, so some people might not like this particular bean. It doesn't bother me, but some people might not like it. Mostly because it's also very boxy. It's kind of similar to a Glock grip, just not as aggressively angled. So some might prefer this over the Glock grip because it's more similar to a standard grip angle like a 1911. And for how this particular one works is it's a decocker slash safety, so you can either carry it hammer down, safety off for double action, or you can carry it hammer down, safety on, or hammer cocked and safety on like a 1911. So you got a lot of options with this particular safety setup. There's also different versions, like there's a decocker only. I'm not sure if they make a single action only. There's also double action only. And there's also something HK calls LEM, which is the law enforcement modification trigger, which is similar to a double action only, but it has the reset of a single action trigger, which my P2000 has the heavy variant of the LEM trigger. It's a very misunderstood trigger system, similar to Walther's anti-stress system, where a lot of people don't really understand how it works, and it usually confuses people. But anyways, thanks for sticking around and watching another one of my many terrible gun videos. Sorry I haven't been uploading, just been sick because I got the Rona recently. And been out of work for the past couple weeks. You think they give me more time to upload videos, but you'd be wrong. But, hope to see you guys again soon, and have a nice day.